welcome to the second review of the evening. Okay, so I'm going to comment on some layout issues that this game is already displaying, because, yeah, I think Betty sees it as well, because the game we're covering here is Ghost Elisa, no, it's Elisa, not Elsa. There's an I there. Ghost Elisa Cameron, not Elisa Cameron Ghost.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that.
You mean it's not like The Lost World 2 Jurassic Park? Or The Last World, whatever. The Last World Jurassic Park 2.
Not according to all of the materials outside of the title screen.
Even the, Switch, icon says Ghost Elisa Cameron.
Yeah. Anyway.
I can tell that that's like a two-part logo, like as if it was a greater series and Elisa Cameron is one of the Ghost games, which I don't know if is true, but...
So here's the thing. This isn't a series of games, but this is a licensed title. Believe it or not. Here, let me go through the spiel.
Yeah,
You wake up in a cold, desolate bathroom without any memory of your whereabouts. As a surveillance camera tracks your every move, can you piece together the mystery and find your way to safety? As Elisa Cameron, you must work to save your sister, your future, and possibly the world. From the best-selling Dark Horse graphic novel, Ghost, comes the story of supernatural proportions in the form of a hidden objects puzzle adventure.
You had me until the hidden objects puzzle adventure.
I'm like...
So it does have an actual plot.
Yes, there is a plot here.
Does it have collectible objects and inventory puzzles, or is it just... Okay, and then it does the thing where the excuse for the hidden objects is that you're looking for something, and one of the 15 things they ask you to find is relevant.
Yeah.
Fair.
Now, is this a proper hidden object game, or is it like an adventure game with hidden object attachments?
A little more the latter, but there is quite a few hidden object puzzles that it just kind of focuses in on when it's time for them, but it's not like, oh, you can suddenly just bounce out and go do something else. Once you activate one of the hidden object puzzle things, you need to finish it.
Yeah. And I will preface this by saying none of us here have ever read a single page of the Ghost graphic novel.
Yeah.
So,
if I was reviewing it, I might have tried to give it a look, but I didn't and wasn't, and also that's still only a maybe.
Yeah. I will say, just from Dark Horse's overall track record, they usually put out some good stuff, and the story here wasn't the worst thing I've ever read. So the relevant graphic novel and whatnot maybe worth at least a cursory glance at, if it's on various subscription platforms that have comics and stuff like that. I'm not sure if it's something I'd go out and pony up $15, $20 a volume for, but
is there voice acting or stuff in this at all? Or?
There is voice acting. It's not great, but I think that might just be more of Ocean Media. It sounds like they're using whatever their stable of voice actors are.
Or, the company that originally made this game.
Yeah.
Because, to quantify things, Ocean Media is kind of... They're operating like Radalaika in this space. They didn't make the games. Everything here is from the PC, shock upon shock. They're just the ones who convert all these games to the Switch, which is why they get the provided by, because they provided the Switch version.
Right. Still, some of these games are similar, though I'm sure there's some overlap in who actually made them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a game.
That exists.
Yeah. Typical ocean media hidden object problems where if you're gonna play this, play it on the Switch touchscreen. Trying to play this with the controller is an exercise in futility.
Is it the usual right stick and right trigger?
Yep. And overall,
That's
make
not
you
actually
want to...
terrible for pointing things out, but it's bad for pointing things out fast, and it's bad for
the problem
dragging.
Is their like hit detection for some of the stuff is way too small.
Fair.
Okay, it actually looks like they published the PC version, though it was developed by a company called Gamers Digital. Anyway, how does it stack up to other ocean media conversions here?
Fine. As far as that low bar goes.
Yeah. Sounds like it's one of the less interesting ones that we've covered here. Because
when it actually does story parts, it's okay. But this is another one of those gameplay is holding it back.
Uh-huh.
Like, especially whatever controls the hint thing, like, it will keep looping me in between these two areas, telling me to go somewhere else.
Do you use the hint when you get to the new screen?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then I don't know.
Yeah, this one, it finally told me, oh yeah, there's another area over here, because this doesn't seem to have the,
Oh, and this one doesn't have the, button that's on the one I have. Sorry, a lot of the questions I have been, comparing the one you're playing to the one I had to play.
Yeah, because like on a lot of other ocean media games, there's a button to tell you like where things are to move to other screens.
Yes, a button there. There's a little button that lives next to the other buttons in the corner to highlight north, south, west, and Dennis.
Or highlight just movement.
That's what I meant. Exits are north, south, west, and Dennis.
And yeah, you can rapid fire click as much as you want in the point and click segments, or the hidden object segments rather. So go
Which is
nuts,
good.
touch everything.
This screen is dark.
Yes, it is very dark.
Yeah. Did you have any contrast issues, and also
From what how
often, how often, if at all, does this game ask you to find like silhouettes instead of actual objects?
I don't remember any silhouettes yet, and this is probably the worst contrast issue I've come across so far.
Mm-hmm.
Most everything else is at least coherent.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's, amazing, but you can at least tell there are things here, and they're not trying to make you, like, grope around in a dark spot of the screen. Music is overall forgettable. Voice acting is meh.
Any interestingly, definitely not native speakers in the voice cast?
They at least sound native English. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely heard worse where it's like, yeah, these people English is not their first language in some other ocean media games, but this one seems alright. One of the problems with like keys and stuff is it's just labeled key in your inventory,
not even kind of key.
Yeah, it's just key.
Oh, for inventory puzzles, does it do the thing where you click on the place you got to put things, then it opens up a little ring to put stuff in, or does it have another way of applying or combining items?
Not really. It's more just you can click and drag something to rub it onto something else. If it works, it'll work. There are some like sub puzzle type things, like you can pick up these puzzle pieces and basically put some kind of jigsaw puzzle together. I have no idea if that actually does anything, but it's there. And like the you don't need any of the like pieces like around where a piece should be to lock it in. If you just rub it over where it should be, it will be like, oh, do you want to snap this here? And then you just let go and it'll snap it into place, which kind of alright, since, again, terrible controls. And yeah, overall, this is a game that exists. Like, it definitely didn't wow me.
Dan, have these games ever wowed you?
No. Like, yeah, it's a thing. So, what's the damage price-wise?
Even keel $9.99.
Yeah.
Both like the Big Fish platform and Switch. So.
I mean, Switch is, if you're not gonna play it on the Switch screen itself, I'd say probably avoid the Switch version. But it could probably be okay. $9.99 might still be a bit much, but since games like this typically go on sale, it's not the worst thing ever. So yeah, I guess get it if you want.
Okay.
Is the plot interesting at all?
I mean, it's okay. Yeah, that's really all I got to say. Like, it's fine.
All right. So yeah, that'll about do it for Ghost here. Be sure to tune in after the break. Sorry. Old habits die hard.
After the brief period in which we are not talking about games.
Yes. As the Galax will be reviewing Myths of Orion, Light from the North.